Hi, this is Christopher Sparrow with iTechGear.org, and I've got a really special unboxing today as the end of the Christmas season, end of the 2023 holiday season nears. I have got the Aeroband guitar. You may have seen or read about this in the 2023 Black Friday Picks article that I did for the site and spoke to during one of our recent podcast episodes. The guitar has finally arrived after about 18 to 20 months worth of work on Aeroband's part. I have not opened this, I have not seen this. I've waited to do this with you guys as part of the actual unboxing for the site. So it's going to be interesting to see how it's packaged, how it's put together. This should be the whole kit and caboodle, including the guitar, the case, a strap, and at least a microphone, I think. So I have no idea what's in the contents of this box. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got. All right. So, let's open this up. And I'll tell you, I had mentioned on the show, I Tech Gear Weekly, which is now available in Pandora, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, as well as Apple Podcasts, that this particular device, I had gotten a notification of shipment just after Thanksgiving, and nothing happened. Nothing moved until just recently. So special thanks to the guys, Chino and Aiden over at Aeroband, for all of their help in getting this here. Also special thanks to Aeroband for all of the work that we have done thus far on this particular product. I'm looking forward to continuing to work with you guys as we get through this. Okay, so this is the Aeroband guitar, smart painless guitar. As previously mentioned, this guitar really has no strings, all right? It's got strings in between what looks like the two pickups on the actual body of the guitar. There's no strings on the neck, all right? It is completely, it looks like it has strings, but the strings are actually built into the neck. They've got touch sensors, you touch the strings, and the sound on the string changes, all right? So, on the back here of the box, you've got some quick instructions on how to get started and what to do, how to pull it together, how to see what's happening with the actual guitar, all right? And this is a full studio-worthy, studio-capable musical instrument. So there's a lot that you can do here, all right, with this particular device. So we're just going to open this up, and we're going to take a look and see what we got. All right. Now the app that drives this, or at least is usable with this, because you should be able to use this, period. You should be able to hook this to a standard amp and just play, all right? You don't have to use the app to really play along with anything. So if you're on stage or if you're in a studio, you don't have to use the app, all right? So nice packaging all the way around, all right? And here is the actual case, all right? Let's see what I can do about getting this out. I didn't know how this was going to be packaged. All right, and as you can see, and I want to see if there's anything else here in the box. And there is nothing else in here but padding and packing material. So we're gonna go ahead then move the box out of the way, and then take a look at the guitar. Now, as you can see, this looks nothing like your standard, regular, everyday guitar, all right? It's because the neck is separated from the body in storage, all right? So let's go ahead and we'll open this up. All right. Put it up here so everybody can see. And the neck itself is here, all right? And the guitar body itself is here. There is some paper over the strings, and these are actual metal guitar strings, all right? Now, without this thing being on, it doesn't make a sound, right? All right, but the neck of the guitar is here, all right? And I want everybody to take a close-up look at this neck, because as you can see, it really looks like there's strings on this guitar, all right? These are nylon strings, and all you have to be able to do is touch them, all right? Put your hands over them, and it should be enough. When you bar a chord, it should be enough just to do something like this. There's no pressure that you need to apply. You just need to touch. So you can hold this as loosely or as firmly as you wish, all right? And then just move up and down the neck, all right? You've got capo functionality here, although I'm pretty certain that you could use a standard capo if you wish. Sometimes bopping up and down with this may not necessarily be the right thing to do. You should be able to use a standard capo, but I will check on that, all right? Different tones or sounds, again, up and down tone up over here. There are your standard neck markings on the side, plus there are, if you can tell, there are lights here on the neck, all right, that will allow you to see what's going on, where to hit. There's a mode or two in here that would tell you which bar you should be covering, all right, in that particular mode, all right. I'm going to put the neck back for just a sec, all right. We're going to take a look at the guitar body itself, all right, and I'm going to move this out of the way, all right. As you can see, there is a spot here where you just insert the neck. There's a button on the back of the neck. It will latch into here, all right, and be held firmly. There are contacts, of course, where it actually is a circuit board here that you actually go in and the neck will interface with to actually make the connection with the body of the guitar. All right, a couple of knobs and headphone buttons, so you can play this silently. I could be playing here in the living room with my family. Nobody would know unless they were listening to the speakers. There's a microphone jack here, as well as volume and power, all right, for the actual guitar. Spot for a strap, and where you would see a standard connection for a cord, you've got it here in a standard larger jack, quarter-inch jack, and then you've got a USB-C port. Hook it directly to your computer for work with GarageBand or any other MIDI type software that you have right here, all right? Nothing really on the back. There is a speaker, all right, on the front as well as the back, all right? And that's the body of the guitar, all right? Just going to, I believe this is the everything else, and there's nothing else in that particular spot, all right? And then let's see what extras they've got in Das Goodie Bag. I don't know if this stays in there or if it's Velcroed in. All right, but let's take a look and see what we've got here. Okay. This comes with headphones. These are our earbuds for headphones. We've got that there. I believe then that these would be the headphones, but let's take a look. Yep. Earbuds. All right. These look like monitor style based earbuds. So we'll see how those work. Maybe a little bit later, but we're just gonna stick them back in here very quickly. I said very quickly. All right, those back there for just now. And then, okay, this is the microphone with a 1/4-inch jack. So if you wish, you may sing along and have your voice amplified. This will fit in here. All right. And while you're playing, you can do the whole Sweet Caroline and the bum bum bums right into here. All right. So there we go. All right. And then that's how that will work. All right. And you can adjust this full gooseneck capacity. You can adjust this any way you wish. All right. So there is the microphone. All right. This is a standard guitar amp cable with 1/4-inch jacks on both ends. All right. So again, if you wish to plug into your standard amp, here you go, babe, right here. All right. Aeroband guitar picks. All right. A USB-A to USB-C cable. This looks like a tool for changing out the strings. All right. This is a complete new set of strings. All right. And this is very interesting for those. This was designed, this guitar was designed not only for seasoned professionals, but for beginners as well. So anyone can play this guitar. All right. And what's really cool about these strings, not only are they labeled, which string number and what note on this. I don't know if you guys can see that really well because this one's pale. Here's a better example. All right. That's the number 2 string or the B string. All right. And there are a complete set of changeable strings in here. Unless you break one or unless you really do something goofy with this, it is doubtful that you will need another set of strings. One of the things that I wanted to talk to Aeroband with is, I can go to any music store around town and find and get guitar strings. I have real guitar strings. It would be really, really nice if there was a way for me to use standard guitar strings in a pinch. You're on stage, you're performing, you're recording something. And a string breaks because you're busy doing the Pete Townsend windmill, all right? And you break a string. What do if you don't have one of these? Can I take, the pieces out and off and then just go ahead and use any old guitar string in a pinch? And then how do I tie off the end? All right, what do I do with the end? How do I make that work? That's one of the things that I wanted to talk to Aeroband about. And I will mention to them, because if I have to order strings from them, I better go ahead and order 5 or 6 sets right now. Get them right now, because you never know when you never know. Guitar playing is like a box of chocolates. You never know when you're gonna break a string. And sometimes they break just because they break. All right, so I don't think any guitar player of any age or level of experience would want to be without a couple of spare sets of strings. It's nice that they include one for you so that you can change out the strings if you wish. So, a new set of strings. We've got a guitar strap, branded Aeroband guitar strap, standard stuff. Looking for an opening here. That you should, I wouldn't, based on the way, normally guitar players will go ahead and leave the strap connected and they'll work it some way where it would just lay over this thing. I don't know that I would do that. I would probably figure out some way of making certain that I could wear this enough, give it enough wear, give it enough flexibility so that it would stay on securely while I'm playing, but yet at the same time be able to come off easily. So I wouldn't have to leave it on, because I think the best place for this thing is going to be in the goodie bag. All right, so we've got that. All right, I've got a set of tweezers. Not exactly sure what the tweezers are for. We will find out. And I've got some other tools or whatever here that I'm certain are related to strings and playing, but I'm not exactly sure how yet. We'll have to take a look at the instructions later on. And then I've also got a couple of really cool Aeroband based stickers, rock and roll in my soul kind of stickers. All right. And for whatever reason, these the stickers are stuck and they don't want to come out of the pouch. All right. But these are just real simple decals, not necessarily for the guitar, but for anywhere you would want to place decals, maybe for the case or something else. But there's 3 or 4 in here. All right. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll and rockin' hard forever. All right, 1984 rockers. Nice American Eagle. All right, so if you give me a second, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna put it together, power it up, and we'll take a look. I know that you guys are probably sitting there going, I wanna see you put the neck in. Okay, no problem. We'll put the neck in, but then I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break, look at some instructions, get this thing powered up, and then we'll come back for a strum or two. Okay, so let's put the neck in. All right. And that's it. And now it's in, and it's a regular size guitar like you would have with any other guitar. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back. All right, so as you can see, I've got this on, and you can hear my voice a little bit amplified from the microphone. I wanted to go ahead and just put that in just to let you guys see, A, how it would work, and B, what it would sound like. I'm still trying to find the best place to put this thing. It's not what I would consider the hottest mic, but it is also something that is very unidirectional, meaning that you've got to be speaking right into it in order for it to be really working well. All right. And as you may be able or not be able to hear, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. All right. But there's little to nothing. All right. Two different knobs. The different knobs, this one is for a volume of the guitar, this one is for the volume of the mic. All right, so if I were to turn the mic, or the guitar rather, all the way down. You could still hear me through the mic, but yet that's all you would ever hear. And if you plug the headphones in, this is all anybody is ever going to hear from the outside. All right, so you could be in the living room, jamming, doing whatever it is that you're doing, right? And that's all that they're gonna hear. Wherein on the inside, you know, you'd hear stuff like, right? So, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And you can hear the hammer on, right? I don't know, you're not going to be able to, this is one of the things that they need to go ahead and worry about and be able to do. I can hammer on when the strings are vibrating, but if you were to try to do anything over here, right, it's not going to work, all right? And I don't know about harmonics. No, harmonics are not going to work either. So there's some things that they need to go ahead and work on. There's some things that need to happen. I'll have more coverage on this on itechie.org in the coming weeks. We'll have some looks at the app. We'll have some looks at what else this thing can do, the different kinds of modes and whatnot. But this is just the unboxing, all right? And this is Christopher Spera from itechie.org wishing you a really happy New Year.